Hello YouTube. Today we are going to be answering the question, what is the co-op like in Wuthering Waves? We are going to go over what you can and can't do with your friends. Let's start off with the basics. The co-op is limited to 3 players max in one area. There's no restrictions on character limits, so 3 rovers or 3 inlands? No problem. But there is a restriction on if you enter domains and dungeons, so you can't have 3 clones in there. Other people that join your world can mine your ores and flowers, and that is not shared, so you gotta be careful. However, everyone gets their own loot and echoes, so sharing monsters is a must later on, especially when it comes down to these glowing red mobs, which do not respawn by the way. Killing these mobs will guarantee you a yellow echo grade drop. Another good feature about hunting with your friends is if they end up randomizing the spawn location of shiny echoes, you can share these drops with your friends. Right now they spawn in a fixed location, so it's easy to find them, but it's not always 100% on reset. The shiny drop rate is always going to be 100% drop, but the range of the rarity of the echo will range from either be green, blue, purple, or yellow. You don't need to tag the monsters to get the drop. If your friend kills the mob but you're not in range, you can just go there and collect your loot and capture your echo if it dropped for you. Unfortunately, you can't help or do certain puzzles together. I'm hoping that they will adjust this feature because I do love the co-op content in this game. You can point out to your friends that they've missed a treasure chest here and there, or help them with the Wipeout Monsters event in the open world areas. There are certain events where if you touch a certain satellite, monsters will respawn over and over, and you guys can work together and clear that for the host's loot at the end. Treasure chests are not shared in the world, so you don't have to worry about someone looting your treasure chest here and there. One of the nice levels about the co-op multiplayer system is that you can party with other players regardless of their union level, or should I say world levels. The rates and drops are adjusted to their level, and you can play with your friends that either grind all day and they're higher above their world level, and they've leveled up their world to like level whatever 60, 70, and you're like level 20 world. You can still play with them, or vice versa. Players are able to hunt and kill bosses together, which will be much faster when you're farming for their echoes. Not that it's really needed, since they pretty much nerfed most of the bosses throughout all the patches, from technical tests to this beta. But if you die, there's certain bosses that you fight that will have a dome around them. You can't rejoin the battle again. However, I think it should be okay because with the current system, you just need your friend to kill the boss and you will still get the loot at the end, which is pretty cool. You can't co-op in the holograms or the tower like stages in the game, but the domains you can. In one of the trailers, it does show that the players are co-oping in one of the tower stages, or at least a stage looking similar to it, so perhaps they might add some more co-op features in the future, which is nice since co-oping is, I believe, part of the community building, right? I would love to play with more people in this game, especially helping people out with like the red glowing monsters or killing bosses for them. The latency doesn't seem to be much of a big problem in co-op, but it is more noticeable when you are hunting tacit field bosses together. You can still trigger intro skills without swapping in multiplayer because really, you can't really swap in multiplayer, especially when there's 3 of you around, right? Unless you're duoing, and then the host can probably swap between the 1 and 2 characters. When their icon glows, you hit that button and your character will perform their intro skill during multiplayer. As for outro, I'm not sure about this one. With the recent patches of the game, your team members or location are now revealed on the map itself. But sometimes I still have trouble looking for my team members on the map, so I'm hoping they add a little more quality of life features to this later on. Co-op is unlocked at level 25 and there are 4 options. The safest option is the default option, which is application is required for entry. This means that everyone must apply to your world if they can enter or not. The second option is direct entry available. Now this is like a danger, kind of like not having protection, because if you leave your game on or forgot to log off, you might wake up one day and your world has gone extinct of all monsters and everything is dead. All your rocks are gone, all your flowers are gone, and you got nothing to do until the reset, which is like 24 hours, right? or on the reset timer, which is I think it was like midnight my time in USA. It could be good, but if you just want to go around collecting echoes that people killed for you, at the same time you won't know where people hunted your monsters, right? So it's a double-edged sword. The third option is entry not available. This is maximum protection for those Kirito players who just want to enjoy the single player life. And then the last option is only friends can enter. This option is fine unless you have more questionable friends. I believe in this mode, any one of your friends list can enter. I might keep this option on, but I do have a habit of adding randoms, so it might be a little bit dangerous. While the game does support cross-platform support between PC and mobile players, the game does not feature cross-platform play between servers, as in like Europe or Asia or North America and all that stuff. So it's best to make sure you pick a server where you and your friends are going to play often together. And that should be it for today's informative Wuthering Waves video regarding questions to the co-op system. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions about co-op, I'd be gladly to answer them below, or if I missed anything, feel free to point it out for the community. And that's it. I'll see y'all in the next video, and this is your brother, Steparu, out.